Now it's time for Lefties Losing It. Let's start with UN Climate Advisor Ayisha Siddiqa, who has taken a momentary break from tweeting pro-Palestinian talking points to spew this utter racist garbage.
The climate crisis is man-made. And it's not just man-made, it's white man-made. It is a result of capitalism, years of colonialism, years of racial oppression.
Yes, it's white men causing all the environmental damage. Just ignore the fact that there are a number of Asian countries dumping their rubbish, tons of the stuff, directly into waterways. It's the white men and their capitalism we need to worry about. And pray tell, Ayisha, how do we save the planet?
The way that we save our planet is when we protect the most vulnerable communities among us. And this includes Black trans women.
Black trans women, of course. That's the answer to everything, always. Now to more examples of the many failures of the US education system, including leading colleges. Watch here swimmer Riley Gaines, the woman who took a stand against being forced to compete against a male athlete, identifying as a female. Watch as she asks the simple question, what is a woman? Toddlers could answer this question better than these adults.
What would be your definition of the word woman?
That is a difficult question. I think it depends on one's own perspective. I think it has to do with the current, gender norms.
What is a woman?
I feel like every person has their own definition to that.
What would your definition be?
I mean, if you identify as a woman, then you're a woman.
What is a woman?
A lady that... Someone that does not have a certain private part, I guess. I don't know.
The last dude gave the most correct answer. A woman is an adult female human. It's not hard, folks. Now let's see the latest corporate to be targeted by the anti-Israeli lobby.
Boycott, boycott KFC!
Boycott, boycott KFC!
Boycott, boycott Israel!
Boycott, boycott Israel!
Boycott, boycott KFC!
Boycott, boycott KFC!
KFC, shame on you!
KFC, shame on you!
KFC, shame on you!
Oh, that just makes me feel like a bucket of chicken. But it's no laughing matter. In Pakistan, a crazed mob burned down a KFC outlet. The Pakistani authorities have arrested more than 50 people in relation to that bit of activism. Now to President Joe Biden, who failed to attend the funeral of fallen NYPD officer Jonathan Diller. He was in New York, but he was attending a fundraiser with Lizzo and Barack Obama and Bill Clinton. He couldn't spare an hour to attend the officer's funeral, but his administration has since held a press conference to criticise Donald Trump for travelling to New York to attend Jonathan Diller's funeral.
I don't think it was a deep personal connection between Donald Trump and Detective Diller that motivated Trump to attend the wake for this particular officer.
The pure chutzpah of this rotten administration, failing to show up or even just mention Officer Diller's name, but also having a go at the man who was there and brought enormous coverage to this young father's tragic death at the hands of a career criminal. Let's end Lefties with a trip down memory lane where those who did not have the COVID shot were maligned as dangerous monsters spreading death and disease. Here's part of a compilation put together by Milk Bar TV.
If hospitals get any more overcrowded, they're going to have to make some very tough choices about who gets an ICU bed. That choice doesn't seem so tough to me. Vaccinated person having a heart attack? Yes, come right on in. We'll take care of you. Unvaccinated guy who gobbled horse goo? Rest in peace, Wheezy.
The people who are not getting vaccines who are believing the lies on the internet instead of science. It's time to start changing them.
The risk posed to all of us by unvaccinated people get angry.
Jennifer Aniston is doubling down on cutting non-vaccinated people out of her life.
I surround myself, and I'm surrounded with love and honor, and certainly those that are vaccinated.
West Australian parents who are unvaccinated will be banned from seeing their own sick children in the state's hospitals. And people have had time, you know. Yeah. I mean, really.
He says, the unvaccinated, I really want to piss them off, and so we're going to continue doing so until the end.
And just say, now it's mandatory to get vaccinated. Them, their freedom. I want my freedom to live.
Being held accountable for your own actions isn't called discrimination. It's called being, you wouldn't believe it, a goddamn bloody adult.
Calling for anti-vaxxers to be stripped of Medicare.
Well, anger is building among parents and vaccinated teachers as governments start to allow unvaccinated people to return to work. What will happen?
The virus is literally finding unvaccinated people.
Being called a pandemic among the unvaccinated.
The vaccination of the unvaccinated.
MSNBC lefties are losing it yet again, and again it's all about Donald Trump. Watch this meltdown about Trump's social media company, Truth Social, which started trading this week and boosting the former president's net worth, potentially by billions. But according to the MSNBC Brains Trust, this is proof of some grand conspiracy where nefarious forces are fixing the share price to boost the market value of this company. Got to tell you, these dummies failed Economics 101.
And the whole thing is absurd. Why the SEC does not think there's some kind of stock manipulation going on, by the way, but clearly this is one of these almost meme-like stocks where there's clearly a group of people that are trying to push up the price to almost transfer money, potentially, to the former president. That's what's going on here. Now, the question is whether he can sell his shares.
Let's put this in perspective. Yeah. It is still valued at a number greater than what Harley Davidson, Bausch & Lomb are valued at. Those are companies that make products and make billions of dollars. Technically speaking, you would say this company is fakakta. It does not do anything, okay?